Hello everybody, I'm Dead Ponic. We're gonna play some Dead by Daylight. Yeah, great deduction skills there, Chief Chortles. Good grief. Alright, so... I'm playing Myers because I really like Halloween, and that's all there is to it. I'm running Dead Rabbit and Flower. I have Corrupt, Barbecue, Iron Grass because I'm evil, and Deerstalker because I don't have monitoring abuse. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun. You might see that I genuinely suck, but I will see you on the other side of the wait time. Okay, so that didn't take very long. I timed it, it was about 1 minute and 40 seconds. So the queue times in terms of console are getting better. I don't know how it is on the PC version because I haven't played the PC version in a long time, but well, I have to say I'm gonna probably enjoy this matchup, but as this particular match shows, I am not very good at killer, and the Meg swapped out her Meg kit for a flashlight, and I don't know what this guy at the end here is doing. He's swapped between two different survivors. The Fangman is gonna give us trouble because from this game, and I'm obviously recording this post recording, but it was just such a this game, I almost had it in the bag, but it was the fact that they were just able to loot me, and they just that's the sad part about being a killer, is that you're gonna get looped, you're gonna get pallet stunned, you're gonna get blinded by the flashlight. Now, the Meg, I actually found a way to counter the flashlight thing. You actually can walk sideways when she's shining, when they shine it on you, and you don't actually get blinded by the effect, which is amazing. Which is what actually allowed me to pick up one of the survivors. You'll see when we get to it. But anyway, this is obviously coming. This is before the new killer is released, which is based on the killer is from The Ring, which is based on, and this version of The Ring killer is based on the Japanese version, if I'm not mistaken. I have to find out about that, but it should be interesting because I heard the PTB, she's balanced apparently, and she has a really neat jump scare that she does when you select her in the menu, which is just freaky. I've never seen The Ring, but I know a little bit about it. Like, it's hard to explain, but basically she lives inside a TV, and if you watch it and you don't get rid of her within 7 days, basically you die. That's it. Now, my gut is telling me that the survivors are probably going to go for the ones that are on the outside first. And then they're going to try to do the ones that just come off of corrupt intervention. Which I have a funny feeling that's going to be the case. Well, what do you know? Oh, they have no idea. No idea. Why didn't he throw down the pallet? Oh, damn it. That's twice. He didn't throw. Why didn't he throw down the pallet? That's 3 times. What? Okay, this Jake is really confusing me here. Oh, hi. Was that the... Yeah, that was the Meg. No, it was the Jake and the Feng Min, I think, that have the toolbox. And And there goes my corrupt, which means they're probably gonna rush those gens. Okay, I'm gonna Where'd he go? Ah, damn. That's alright. Hi, David. Well, hi, Fenman. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Damn it, that's twice. Yeah, I think the best way to counter Myers is probably... Yeah, I'm not falling for that. The best way to counter Myers is probably just to have it stun him. Or just loop him. Not gonna lie, I do enjoy Myers quite a bit, but you really have to have the right perks in order to really, like, mess up survivors. Because now, granted, I believe that Myers is more of a stealth killer than, say, Wraith or Ghost, any of the other stealth-based killers. There's not a lot of them, but I think Myers... Oh yeah, there's also Pit, but for the most part, Myers is one of the better licensed killers in my opinion. And when Freddy was... Originally, Freddy was considered to be the worst killer, and then he got a rework, and he's doing alright, yes, but it's not like he's, like, dominating the meta right now. There's not much of a meta going on anyway. Because everybody's either playing, Legion or Trapper, or they're playing mostly middle tier killers. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. I love being evil. It is so much fun. Let's put you on a hook. Now, granted, yes, I am bottom tier, so, well, bottom rank, sorry, not bottom tier, but for the most part, I'm just an okay killer. Sometimes I'll get a good game, and now this game is mostly a warm-up, because as much as I wanted to play, like, say, Legion or Trickster or even Nemesis, I just kind of wanted to go with Myers because I understand Myers, and I know what I can do with him. I know what he's capable of, and I wanted to kind of level him up so I could get Monitor and Abuse. That's really one of the reasons why I play him, and because Jumpscare Myers is so much fun. Now, if you're running Scratch Mirror, which basically gives you 0 kill radius, if I'm not mistaken, and then you run Monitor and Abuse, it quite possibly might... Oh, hi, man. That was a mistake, wasn't it? You basically have 0 kill radius, but you're stuck in evil within level 1, which is fine. Which is fine, because you literally just walk up to them and you just yank them off a generator, or you just stab them, and they literally can't do anything. Now, granted, at the higher ranks, yeah, they're obviously going to be running like Dead Hard, Sprint Burst, Decisive Strike, all those survivor perks that us killers hate, and we have to deal with. But there's counters to them. So, for example, Enduring mostly counters Decisive Strike. And you've got, I think it's Lightborn. Lightborn counters Flashlights. Oh, it doesn't counter directly, but it basically lowers the effect. It reduces the effect duration of being blinded by a significant amount. And then you got Iron Grasp, which is good for, say, boil over. Not run boil over, but and I just like running Iron Grasp because when I started playing DBD, I had a problem of people would often just get out of my they would just wiggle out, and I had a problem with that before I could get into a hook. So then I started playing, say, yeah, I knew she would do that, and I knew she was gonna teabag. My philosophy, well, when it comes to playing killer anyway, is basically you take the factor that gives them their strength, so take away pallets, you take away windows, you take away flashlights. Now, toolboxes, maps, keys, and medkits, I don't have a problem with. It's usually the flashlights. Like, people love their flashlights, and that's what Franco's Demise is for, thank God. And if people were to really ask me if I were to really sit down and talk about who I think is the worst killer, it's a real toss-up for me. Wraith, Legion, maybe Trickster. It really depends. Dare I say it, Huntress? No, Huntress is okay. Did you guys see that? She went down and she got back up again. It's like, what? Was that a glitch or like, was that a bug or something? Or was that just me? It was probably just me. Like, if you like, well, Ghostface too, maybe, because he doesn't have the tools to deal with gen rushing. Hi, Jake. Now Nurse unfortunately was disabled at the time of this, at the making of this video, so I can't say anything about Nurse. I have never fought a good nurse. Well, I fought a good nurse, I fought a baby nurse, but I have not fought a god tier nurse. So I can't really say much there. And also, I think I would say probably that Legion is probably the worst killer, in my opinion. And it goes up or down. It really depends, because sometimes you have a really good Legion who's basically able to down everybody, and they're probably running a slugging build, or they're new, but it's just through blind luck that they're able to 4-kill everybody. And then you've got the tryhards who are like really pissed off when they get pallet looped, or they get pallet stunned. And it's just like, Legion isn't really anything special. He's just... See what I was talking about here? You can sit to the side, sidestep, and you basically avoid the flashlight. I love it. It's great. Oh. Okay, she's gone. And yeah, they're probably gonna get out. Which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, the ideal thing is that I'm having fun, right? Come on. Oh, you... Ah, damn it, that hurt. I forgot about that. Damn it. I should have known that was coming. So I'm excited for the new killer. I don't know if I'm going to be playing her, but yeah, if people were to really ask me like what I think is the worst killer in this game, I would have to either say Ghostface or Legion. Maybe it's just because there's so many perks that you can run on them that are complete bull, and because I played Survivor so much, and I always die to a Ghostface or die to a Legion. So I don't know. Oh, it was the adrenaline. That's what it was. No wonder I couldn't figure that out. It wasn't a glitch. It was the adrenaline. Of course it was. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to a different killer because now I'm not going to be salty about that game, but I do admit I did kind of badly. And that, for me, that was kind of a warm-up. My opinion, but that was the warm-up game. So we're gonna go to game 2 after I get some. I'm not. Why would they put distressing on it? I'm probably just gonna upgrade Clown because I need to get some stuff on him anyway. And Clown's one of my favorite killers too. Like I really like Clown actually. He got a little bit of a mini update rework. So now he throws 2 types of bottles, which is good. I'm probably just gonna level up some killers, just because. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Pinhead and the Artist. Those were the 2 new ones that just recently, or at the time, they just came out. I actually think that Pinhead is okay. The Artist, wow. I was not expecting her to be, to turn out the way she did. I kind of want to try her out with, Spies from the Shadows because, you know, she's the Crow Lady. But they really didn't do much with her, like, in terms of, like, her power. Like, I thought she'd be able to, you know, maybe possess a crow and see things and all that. But it's literally just Hag combined with Pyramid Head. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and then you got Nemesis. Oh yeah, Nemesis is a lot of fun. I'm glad they gave him like some form of chase ability. Not to mention, he's really strong. So, okay, so second round, gonna play Doctor. Because I love Doctor. So I'm running the Calm series of Carter's Notes, which is super powerful. It's a lot of fun. I got the High Stimulus Electro, which increases shock therapy range by 4 meters. Then I got a Pudding. I got Barbecue, Corrupt again, Fearmonger, and Iron Grass. It seems like Iron Grass is kind of like my crutch perk. which is unfortunate because I don't have distressing on Doctor, but I don't have monitoring abuse on Myers, so I think it cancels itself out. I don't know. Oh wow, that was really quick. Now, if I could get maybe one sacrifice or one kill here, I think I'll be pretty happy. Okay, so we got 2 toolboxes and 1 with a med kit. And then Fangman isn't running anything. So basically the whole reason I'm playing Doctor is because basically the blood point grind in this game is very heavy, and the Doctor and maybe possibly Freddy are the only 2 killers that can give you guaranteed blood points by just doing your job, just with your power. So Freddy can put down dream snares, and you get blood point. You get points for just putting down the snare. It doesn't matter if the survivor triggers it or not. You just get you get points anyway. And the Doctor, it's kind of the same thing. Every time you use your static blast, you get points for that, and every time you use your shock therapy on a survivor, you get points for that, and every time they go up in madness, you get points for that. So really, Doctor and Freddy are the 2 best killers for if you need to grind blood points. Now this kind of changes depending on if you're running perks that give you additional blood points for doing specific actions, or if you're doing, like you have blood point offerings like survivor pudding or the cakes or anything like that. So I may actually do a killer tier list at some point, and the big categories that I would probably want to grade each killer for are probably map pressure or map potential, or just basically the ability to put pressure across the map in some capacity. Chase ability, which is basically the ability to either engage or disengage or end chases as quickly as possible. Game slowdown, which only applies to a couple killers, but it's important. And this doesn't just apply to, objectives like the gens, and it applies to totems, healing, and that kind of thing. And then also judge their powers, their individual powers, and how they, and what they represent, and then finally their individual teachable perks, and overall just gameplay and how they stack up against other killers, or can they do what other killers do but better, or do they do some things better or worse? And also there's tracking as well, so the ability to find out where survivors are. And some killers tracking abilities come from either perks or their power, so you have to take that into consideration. Like, for example, the Doctor, he has the ability to basically know where everybody is because of his static blast ability, whereas someone like, say, Nemesis has a perk that lets you know exactly where a survivor is exactly for, I believe it's 4, 7, and 15 seconds depending on the level of a lethal pursuer, but it varies. And then somebody like putting the nurse in top tier is gonna be obvious, but I also considered to be the best killer, but also one of the worst killers, because there's so much mechanical skill that she's not a beginner friendly killer. She is a She is for someone who has had, like, say, 1,000 hours of this game. Long. She's not for the beginner. She's not for the advanced or intermediate. She is for the expert, the master. She's the kind of killer that you see Twitch streamers play all the time. Now, guys, this isn't true for everybody, but the principle, it's the same principle. And it's the same idea goes for who I think is the worst killer, which would be Legion, obviously. I've already talked about this, but Legion suffers probably the most out of all the killers. It used to be Freddy. Then he got a rework. And I don't know how I got that. That's weird. Yeah, I knew you were gonna need that. And then there's also Devil Mark I have to take into consideration, because not only was the killer removed, but the survivors, their individual perks are now just perks you can get in general, which are just normal perks. They're not teachables, but also the Stranger Things map, which I believe was Hawkins Laboratory, they just took it out of the game. So anybody who did not purchase Stranger Things chapter before they took it out of the game can't get it anymore. And that might be just be because it may just be because monetization and licensing issues. But they were able to get Resident Evil, they were able to get Hellraiser, so why couldn't they keep Stranger Things? I mean, it's a popular show. Now, I personally have not seen it, but I know that Devil Garden is in there in one of the episodes. And it is a very good show. In fact, I would argue it's one of those shows. It's kind of like the newest version of It, where the cast is really strong because it has a good director who understands the actors and their abilities. And the kid actors are also really well done too, from what I've heard anyway. And it's just like, and then there's also the monetization, which, okay, the monetization's not too bad, but it could be a hell of a lot worse. It could be Overwatch, or hell, it could even be, dare I say it, Fortnite or Apex. Does Apex even have monetization? Anyway, that's not the point. There's so many fundamental issues with the game overall. It's not like the game's not like, it's not Friday the 13th the game, it's Predator Hunting Grounds, but it does have its fair share of issues. And I think oh yeah, speaking of that, there was this thing with the twins where they just flat out did not work. Nobody could play the twins when they came out. So then there was a whole bunch of bugs, so they had to fix that. And this was during the Christmas time, which does not what matters, because you had to release all the Christmas cosmetics, and then you have to meet end of the year quotas and all that. So there's that. So it's not like, and they don't have a good excuse for that. And hell, even there were other killers that were perfected, like the Death Slinger. Death Slinger is a good killer, by the way. I'm not gonna. If I had to, in terms of fun factor, I'd say Death Slinger is really fun. It does require a lot of skill. It's the only thing. Also, I didn't realize that I'm playing against a Twitch streamer. I have to figure out who that is. And then there's also, you know, perk bloat. Now, I will link in the description to a video by one named Bricky, and he basically describes the overall issues with the perk bloat. But I like to think that the only thing we're going through right now is generators being done too fast. But that's also because survivors like to group up and they like to work on generators so they get done faster. And that depends if they're getting killed. Literally, like it also depends if you're getting tumped as well. It doesn't help that, and I'm probably paraphrasing a lot from Bricky's video, but basically, one of the best perks to get, like that a survivor basically needs in order to be, why did I do that? Sheesh, I'm an idiot. One of the best perks right now is Strike, which can only be unlocked via Laurie Strode, who's from the Halloween chapter. You have to buy the Halloween chapter, grind Laurie to get her teachables, and then grind other survivors in order to get that particular perk. Or there's also the Shrine of Secrets. But it's completely random what perks come up. That and you're spending not the arc cells, the other one. It'll come to me, but if you're like me, who is only level 4, I think, and you spend, say, I don't know, 4,000 on 2 perks, you have to grind because you only get the secondary currency when you level up. And that's it. If they made it so that every time you either won or lost a match as killer or survivor, and you get a certain amount, that'd be fine. It would fix that fundamental problem. I would also like it, preferably, if the blood point grind wasn't so heavy. And then also, too, if you're a really good survivor player, you're going to crush the killer. On your build, because apparently there's a rule book that survivors have where they say you can't run certain perks. At least that's from the animation. That's the running gag. So, for example, survivors can't run Decisive Strike or Sprint Burst or Heart because they're too OP. So then, killers can't run Ruin, they can't run Devour Hope, they can't run anything that causes Exposed. So no ed, or no one escapes death, as no ed for short. But killers run them anyway, because the dichotomy between survivors and killers is so significant, because they're always at each other's throats, both literally and figuratively. Oh, and then there's the problem with survivors teabagging at the SC. I've never been a fan of that. In fact, when I play Survivor, I actively go out of my way to basically not teabag at all. Unless I'm doing it to be friendly, then that's an entirely different story. Completely. Or when I'm playing Survivor, as soon as those generators are done, I'm at the exit gate, and I'm like, I'm out of there. I don't hang around. I don't do anything, and don't do anything crazy. Because I'm not like that. When I play this game, I'm there to claim the objective. It's like any objective-based game. You're there to play the objective, not to screw around unless you want to screw around, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's just... that's not who I am. Now, thankfully, on console, you don't get a lot of flaming, but for playing, quote-unquote, playing badly, but you see, it's really bad. At least from what I've heard. Which is, it's super unfortunate. Again with the twitch. It's just an instinctual twitch. Okay, well, you're dead. Bye-bye, Fangman. I really wish I was running over Shark right about it. Surprise, surprise. And Claudette's dead. Thanks. Should be on death. Nope. 10 seconds. Okay. Good to know. Hopefully I can get to him before that exit gate opens. Never mind. Hey, it's 3 hits. Why not? Okay, Claude's dead. So it went pretty even. Yeah, I'd say it went pretty even. Yeah, it was 2. It was 2 escape and 2 dead, which is fine. I mean, I got my 1 kill, so it was like, it's not really a big deal. Oh, you were the one with the sprint burst. Okay. Nobody was running dead hard, which is weird. Oh, okay. You were running. You thought you could get away with sabotaging the hook. You were running an engineer's toolbox. Huh? Haven't seen We'll Make It in a while. So, yeah, and it's like, you win some, you lose some, so. And that goes both ways for Killer and Survivor. It really depends on the skill level of both sides. Anyway, enough of the ranting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. See you later.